Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft Guide for Beginners, the tutorial series for new players to Minecraft here on YouTube. My name is Rodrin and I am going to show you guys today all about the wonderful plant of sugarcane. So sugarcane is an important resource in the early game because it allows us to make paper, which is important not only for villager trading, which we'll see later on in the series, but also very important for making books, which then make bookshelves, which then make our enchanting table much more powerful. So right now we're going to set off in search of sugarcane down here, and since sugarcane can only grow adjacent to water blocks, we're just going to stick to the side of the river here until we find some. Sometimes it can take a while too, so you're going to be following for a while. And let's see, I got a little bit of steak on me for this journey. I don't have a bed with me, but hopefully we won't have to worry about darkness falling on us before we find sugarcane and get back to base. The key here is positive thinking. We are going to find a sugarcane, and we will do it soon. Okay, nothing in that pool. Now, sugarcane spawns naturally pretty much everywhere there's water. I don't think it spawns in like ice biomes or anything, but certainly in plains biomes we can definitely find sugarcane swamp. Oh, and there we go. We have found the sugarcane already, so that didn't take very long, which is good. Because otherwise we can be walking forever. Ooh, so we got a couple stacks here, or a couple of plants here. So sugarcane grows into sections. So we have this block, and this block. We can knock off a block like that, and the other two, and that one will grow back. We can even knock off this one, and those two will both grow back. Then we can then take these two pieces of sugarcane and plant them like that, and now, instead of 2 plants at 3 blocks tall, we have, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plants. They'll grow to 3 blocks tall, giving us a total of 18 blocks. We can then plant 18 plants, and they'll grow to 3 tall, giving us, that's too much mental math from my head. I know it's over 36, because that's 18 by 2. So 36 plus 18 is going to be 14. Okay, you want 54. So almost a whole stack then. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pick this up, and we're going to head back to base, and we're going to build ourselves a little bit of a sugarcane farm. And I'm going to do is I'm going to jump off camera, make that run back, and I'll bring you guys back in when the farm is ready for you guys to jump into and take a look-see here. Okay, so I got the farm a little bit of a start here with some more sugarcane that I found on the way back to the base. And of course, the sun is going down as I'm about ready to launch into another tutorial section. So we're gonna pop inside, we're gonna sleep real quick, and then we'll come back and finish this farm out. Okay, and we have slept through the night. It's a new day, and we're gonna go ahead and we're going to go back and explain this farm a little bit more in depth here. So sugarcane has to grow adjacent to a water block. Underneath these slabs here are water source blocks. So you can see that this one here, we have 4 sugarcane plants around it. Then we have this one here that has 4 sugarcane plants around it. And it kind of comes together in this little bit of shape here. So now we want to add another set of sugarcane plants. We can put a water source block here, and we can plant around like this. And then we'll take their slab and put it over top of the water like such. And then from here, we can put down another water source block. And we'll go grab some water here from our pond. Throw that in there, and we'll put sugarcane there and there. And then we'll take and slab over top so we don't fall in. And there we go. So we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, you guys can pause and count here if you really want to, but we have quite a few plants that are growing. And as they grow up, we'll come through and we'll knock them all down and harvest the sugarcane. And we'll use that to make paper and books and sugar for all the various things we'll need later on in the series. So we'll go ahead, jump off camera, do a little farming over there. The wheat farm could use a little tending. And then when the sugarcane grows up, I'll bring you guys back in for the harvesting and making of paper and books. Okay, so now that our sugarcane has grown up a little bit, you can see that all the plants have reached 3 blocks high. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take and we're just going to punch down at the 2nd block level. That way the first block is still there for it to grow back from, and we can pick up all this delicious sugarcane. So that yielded about 38 pieces of sugarcane. So our decision time here is, do we invest the sugarcane into growing the farm and making it bigger and thus able to produce more sugarcane in the future? Or do we use up this sugarcane to make our various sugarcane related products? What we're going to do for the purposes of this tutorial is we're going to make some sugar and we're going to make some paper so you guys can see how to craft that. And then we're going to take that paper, we're going to make some books and a bookshelf. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sugar, and sugar is just simply one piece of sugar cane into a crafting interface and you get one piece of sugar out. Very, very simple. Then we're also going to craft in some paper. So for 3 pieces of sugar cane in a horizontal line, you get 3 pieces of paper back out. So that's also very, very simple. Now we need to pick up some leather. So we'll get leather from our chest here, and we'll see that 3 pieces of paper plus 1 leather equals 1 book. Now we need 3 books to make a bookshelf. Same as we have to get some more leather and we have to make some more paper. So we're going to make 2 more batches of paper. So that's going to be 6 pieces total. And we can make 1 more book with what we have on hand here. So now we have 2 books. So we need 1 more piece of leather. So we're going to grab a sword and we're going to swing by the cow pen and pay the cows a little visit. And we're going to go into our pen here through our airlock design so the cows can't escape. Swords at the ready, and let's see which one is to go. This one here. And of course, he takes off into the pack. Cows, alrighty. There we go. And we got 2 leather from that. So then we can go make our last book and then make our bookshelf. Now the bookshelves are important because they will power up our enchanting table when we get one and allow us to make more powerful enchants. So we'll make 1 more book and we'll grab some planks from the, we'll grab some logs. And as you remember, 1 log will make 4 planks. So we'll grab 2 logs to make 8 planks total. And now we have enough for our bookshelf. So a bookshelf is a row of 3 planks, a row of 3 books, and another row of 3 planks. And that creates a bookshelf block. So now we need to figure out where our enchanting setup's going to go. So what we need for an enchanting station, for the proper enchanting station, is we need to have our enchanting table, which I'll use a dirt block to represent that. And then we need to have our bookshelves 1 air block away. And we need a total of, I believe, 15 bookshelves. So we could go, and I'll use dirt for the rest of this here. Go like this, and then like that, and like that. And that'll give us, and then another layer on top, across like that. And that'll give us plenty of bookshelves to power up our enchanting table. So let's go grab some logs and let's kind of figure out where we want to put up a little building here, a little hut, so to speak, for the enchanting table to sit in. We'll go ahead and we'll get that shape outlined, and we'll probably finish that in future episodes once we actually get our enchanting table. Because there's no point in building it now because we don't have any obsidian or diamonds to make our enchanting table with. Let's go ahead and take all this down and grab my axe out. Pick that up. And now when we break a bookshelf, we get 3 books back. So we basically lose the planks in that transaction there. Let's go ahead here and let's cook up the steak that we got. Dump some stuff off in the chest, and we'll grab out. Let's use some dark oak logs to outline the shape of this building. So what I want for this enchanting room is I want the walls, the bookshelves, to be up tight against the walls. And honestly, I think if we kind of maybe clear out this little bit of this hill here and put it alongside this house, or we could put it basically where we had the demonstration set up. Actually not a bad little spot here. All right, so let's put down our enchanting table. Okay, 1 block air gap, bookshelves here. And that is what that is going to look like here. And then if we come back here, and if we set Let's see. Put our first pillar there, and then it's gonna be lined up right down here and here. And if we go here, and if we line up here, there, we can build this little roof on here. Then the walls in, it'll be a little bit flatter, but that's okay. We can use the roof and some panes of glass to create some high windows up on top here with a little bit of depth there. So there we go. So we kind of have the basic outline of our enchanting room. Doors, gonna see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. It's an odd number, so that means our door will go 1, 2, 3, and 4 right here. So that'll represent our door. You walk in here. There's room alongside here for some chests to hold the lapis and some spare books. Grindstone over here. Perfect. We have ourselves a nice little enchanting setup right here. So this is pretty good here. All right, so let's do a quick little recap on what we covered in this episode. We discussed how sugarcane grows in the world, and that it has to be adjacent to water blocks. And we also, went out and we found a bunch of sugarcane. We planted our sugarcane farm. And I'm gonna slowly work on growing this off camera here. I'm gonna try to take up this whole area of sugarcane because we're gonna need quite a bit of it for all the books we'll need to make. We need to make 45, maybe 60 books. We talked about how to make sugar and how to make books and paper from sugarcane, and how to use a paper then to make books with leather and paper. And we got a plan put together for our I almost said community enchanting room in a single player world. I mean, come on. I got SMPs on the brain. I was just watching a little bit of the Hermitcraft stuff, and I'm thinking about my Adults Craft stream day while trying to record, multitasking as you do. So our enchanting hut will go here. And this area is starting to shape up a little bit like a nice little farming village. This pen may get torn down and put a bigger house here. And all that, but more importantly, now that we have our source of leather, our source of paper, we gotta get our butts moving and find some diamonds. So the next episode is gonna be all about mining up those sweet blue rocks. If you like this one, don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button if you think this is a good episode, and don't forget I also stream it weekly over on Twitch. The link will be in the description down below, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.